What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. How y'all doing? More NBA news, even though this is kind of NBA political news. Politics / NBA news. Whatever. Daryl Morey, he's the general manager for Houston Rockets. Now Houston has a good history with China, going back to Yao Ming. He was the ambassador for China, and he was a fairly great pro. Injuries did him in, but if his body held together, I no doubt he'd be like, he's in the Hall of Fame, but he really would be the all-time great if body didn't fall apart. But Daryl Morey tweeted about he wants democracy for Hong Kong. I'm paraphrasing, but he supported the those agents that are beating up Hong Kong police left and right. Somebody got one of the Hong Kong protesters got shot. Now if you look at it, they really edited the footage. I was looking at Church Dog 42. He was doing coverage of it. Shout out to him. If you don't follow him on YouTube, you're doing it wrong. But anyway, he was. there was a whole video lead up to when that cop shot that protester. Those protesters had knives, bats, guns. I mean, not guns. They had poles with knives at the end of them, sharp metal poles. They were going to war. It's war out there. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, how the yellow vesters protest and, protest in America. These Asians were really attacking the cops, and the cops are really showing restraint. And they were trying to kill that police officer. Like, if I swear to God, they hopped on him, right? And they were trying to stab him in between the plates of his armor and the whole nine. Yeah. They was trying to kill them police officers. Like, if this was America, they'd have been shot. They would have been shot, all of them protesters. They'd have been let off, man. I'm sorry. They'd have been, it would have been a bloodbath. You know how America get down. Shoot, they Americans shoot college kids. I thought I knew that person. I'm sorry, my bad. They shoot college kids back in the Vietnam era. That's what National Guard would do. That's what Americans will do to themselves. Simple. But that's, it was restraint being shown. And, these events in Hong Kong, man, this is like Americans should just, if you don't know what's going on, don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. Like, don't post about foreign interventions and stuff like that if you don't know what's going on. Because, initially they were protesting for fighting that extradition law. It took a couple weeks. Then the government said, all right, y'all got it. We're taking that law off the table. No more extradition law. So what did protesters do? Oh, now we want this, and this. You see, it didn't stop. They should have went home and stopped after that, after they rescinded that law, but they didn't. If you don't believe the CIA, has a hand in this Hong Kong, intervention in this protest, and I don't know what you're doing. You're not paying attention. You're listening to mainstream media. Like I said, Church Dog 42, he's one of them. Ryan Dawson's another one. I'm not even sure Ryan has talked too much about the Hong Kong, but he'll at least give you a lot more than what mainstream media will give you. There's plenty of people that's showing you that, that girl from Mint Press News. There's plenty of people showing you, like, they're actual agents on the ground, stirring this up, stirring the pot. I seen one video, right? It was a white guy with glasses on, right? Sunglasses with a camera. This one Asian dude said, I think he said we're all Chinese. We belong to China or something like crazy like that, right? But he was going to go walk in the door. The white guy, I swear it was the most staged thing I ever seen in my life, right? White guy with the glasses and sunglasses on, you know, the cop sunglasses and the camera, steps in front of the guy who was about to walk in the building, shuts the door, right? Then turns around and has his camera like this. Next thing you know, some dude in all black punches the guy who said that we belong to Chinese. And this guy taking the pictures. CIA out there, man. And, you know, China has a right, you know, and China told Morey, you better apologize. Adam Silver had to apologize. They're like, oh man, we're wrong. You know, China made them people backtrack. You know, China don't play no games with their image and everything, things like that. You know, they do in Hollywood and the whole nine. Now you left this on Twitter and you warmongers. I went through Sixer Twitter. I was embarrassed. Oh, Adam Silver was a fake. Oh, he did all this for Charlotte and transgender bathroom, but he won't stand up for democracy. Y'all still falling for the democracy meme. 2019, y'all still falling for spreading democracy. That's how you're going to save everybody in the whole world. You're going to spread democracy. This is what you're falling for in 2019. Y'all got some goddamn nerve, man. Y'all still falling for the democracy meme after Iraq. We were spreading democracy in Iraq, right? What happened? What's going on in Iraq in 2019? Iraq hasn't been right since we gave them a taste of democracy. And you shines, you white liberals, because that's the most ones I see talking about this shit. Like Spike Eskin was like calling out Silver, you know. There was a lot of people calling him out. I'm like, y'all still falling for. Never mind the fact that Silver's backtracking. Of course, he's trying to protect his investment. NBA wants to be a global league, but man, y'all still falling for this? Listen, when we spread democracy, man, like we're going in with guns and we're taking infrastructure. We're spreading it's neoliberalism. You know, a lot of these countries don't have, you know, I'm not even gonna get into it, but you know, their businesses are like state run. You know, the money is tied in with the state. Their assets are tied in the states, like the oil and shit like that. They just want to spread. They want to send Walmart and all that shit over there, man. That's not freedom. Y'all can't be serious, man. Y'all can't be serious, man. Talking about spreading democracy. Oh, it even made James Harden apologize. Stop it, man. Just stop. You boomers that still believe this bullshit about some goddamn democracy, stop it. Just stop it. All right? Y'all need to give it up, man. We don't spread democracy. Look at Iraq. Did we spread democracy? We spread death. We spread destruction. We spread enslavement. That's what we spread. Stop it. Hong Kong is none of our business. It just isn't. It isn't at all. And if you can't see this is a CIA op from the start, then you high IQ jokers are dumb as hell.